introducing legislation to implement a national freeze on handgun ownership. What this means is that it will no longer be possible to buy, sell, transfer, or import handguns anywhere in Canada. We need less gun violence. We cannot let the guns debate become so polarized that nothing gets done.
Shalom. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Yahweh being true name for Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being name for His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. We give double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone, attached to truth and will, and citation to Jehovah, puts in truth and honesty and sincerity. Spread the Yahweh because you know that's the spirit power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And going to update end times and events. You just seen that quick clip from one of the news articles. Canada is working on completely getting rid of the ability to buy handguns. So gun ownership is being stripped away in the country of Canada. And that's knocking right at the door of the United States. And the United States will be soon to follow. They will try to pass different laws and legislation to do the same thing here, because Biden's is on that same spirit. But the precept that comes to mind with this is Psalms 83:3. It says, "They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones." Okay, so crafty counsel meaning they hold different meetings and plans that they're doing something adverse, to come against the ultimately the Israelites, because what they want to do is they want to try to get rid of guns most as possible, so that way it makes it easier when martial law is implemented and they come up with these FEMA camps and try to round people up to throw them in these prison camps, that they have less altercation as possible. What they don't want is a bunch of militias fighting back. Okay, so you pay attention to a lot of these shootings that's going on in these schools or supermarkets and malls or public areas. A lot of them shits be set up by the very government themselves to forward that agenda of stripping away people's rights. Okay, because they want total control of the population. So they have councils on these things. All right, so all of a sudden, behind these shootings, they want to strip away people's rights to own a handgun. And then how are you supposed to defend yourself? That's what this wicked nation is doing, man. Well, Canada's doing it. But hey, best believe Babylon the Great, aka America, will be doing something similar. They're already putting restrictions on what type of ammunition you can buy and things like that, and specific weapons that you can purchase. It's just going to get worse. Okay? This is the book of Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." The time is getting shorter and shorter. Okay, and Esau, Edom's going to come down with great wrath with his armies, and he's going to be invading your people's neighborhoods. All these communities, these nice luxury neighborhoods and $400,000 homes and things like that, man. One day your doors is about to be getting kicked in. And you're going to have troops busting the door with the two letters UN painted on the side of their helmets, snatching you up to throwing you in prison camps, man. Taking away your rights. These are things that's going to happen during the time period referred to as Jacob's trouble. Okay, scriptures say, "Woe to the inhabitants of the earth," means destruction. Okay, because why? He knows his time is short. He knows Yahweh Shai is coming back. He knows the angels are here. So he's got to make his move quickly. Okay, so if he wants to mass control the population and make it easier by confiscating their weapons, he's going to do so. Okay. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15. And we'll start at verse 14. It says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. All right, so woe means destruction and war. Okay, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, so death. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, your modern day sword is your guns, your rifles, your pistols, or your machine guns, you name it. Okay, people are going to be rioting and shooting one another, especially when the food shortages really hit hard. For there shall be sedition among men. Let me look up that word sedition. It says here, sedition is an overt conduct such as speech and organization that tends toward rebellion against the established order. So you got a lot of rebels coming against the government. This is promised to happen. So they're preparing for this by trying to take people's guns, take their rights away. Okay. And it says, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes. All right, so your modern day kings or princes as your governors, your presidents, okay, your dictators, you name it, your police officers. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they're not going to give a damn. People are just going to fight to the death. It's going to be chaos out here, man. Okay, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right, you're going to have certain parts of the city sectioned off and cordoned off and gated with concrete barriers and barricades, and you're going to have your hand scanned and your forehead in order to pass through. And if you don't have that thing in your hand and your head, you're not getting it. That's the MOTB, the mark of the beast, man. If you don't have that, you won't have access to that portion of the city or the next city. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Okay? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right? You got famines, food shortages coming. So people will be kicking each other's doors. You know, all of this, the military, the government wants to have the most control over this entire situation. They want to establish order out of the chaos that they create. And it'd be a lot easier if they have less guns as possible. So yeah, you're going to have more countries taking away people's weapons to forward that agenda. Okay, that's what this is about. But it's all prophecy and it will happen, man. Zephaniah 1:14 says, the day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So the day of Jacob's trouble, the day of the Lord is getting closer and closer and closer for them to be coming out with different laws like this. It's going to get ugly real soon, man. You know, and living in Canada is becoming more and more oppressive now that we're seeing all the laws that are coming out. They got a lot of draconian measures going on in Canada. Even with your kids, you have no say-so. If they want to do the whole boy being with the boy or girl being with the girl, you can't stop that. If they want to go get the thing in their arm, you can't say nothing about it or you go to jail. There's all types of oppressive, wicked laws, and now they're confiscating guns completely. Not the best place to be. But it's also not going to be the best place to be in America either, because all that shit's coming here. All that shit's coming here, man. So you have to trust in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai for your protection and not necessarily Esau's sword. Okay? Because who's to say you're even going to have an opportunity to get access to even get it in time if that day comes? You know? So this is just a quick hit lesson. Lord's will is edifying. I'm going to close out, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, the touch of truth and will well. Citation overlay puts me in truth and no honesty and sincerity. Shalom.